Can Trae Young, Deandre Ayton, Marvin Bagley, Jaren Jackson Jr., Kevin Knox, can somebody knock Luka off? Or will he remain number one for the fourth week in a row? Or is it 5? I done lost count. Stay tuned and find out on this week's Top 5 Rookies. Welcome back. Apologize. I ain't had time to shave. Got my weekly stubble on.
Really?
Gotta shave this off, but that's beside the point. Let's get into the video. Another top 5 rookies of the week. As we do every week, we're gonna recap last week's top 5. We had Jaren Jackson at number 5, Trae Young at number 4, Kevin Knox came in at number 3, Deandre Ayton was number 2, and Luka doncic remained number 1. Let's see if he holds on to the top spot this week. Without further ado, here we go. Coming in at number 5, Jaren Jackson Jr. averaged 12 points, 3 rebounds, and a block for the week. He's staying pretty consistent, not really getting enough touches, in my opinion, in Memphis with Gasol, Conley, other players around them. So I think he's going to get better and better as the year goes on. A pretty consistent week for what he's been doing. Oh, before I forget, he also shot 57% from the floor, 38% from 3, and he was perfect from the line for the week. So his three-pointer actually crept up. He's closing in on 40%, which is very good for power forward / center, which is what he plays. Like I said, pretty solid week for Jackson. I think we have to start judging these guys a little bit different. Everybody's not going to average 15 to 20 every week. They are rookies. They're going to hit walls. Luka's going to hit it too.
What?
He ain't hit it yet, but he's going to hit it as well. So moving right along to number 4. Kevin Knox, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 44% from the floor, 35% from 3, and 88% from the line. Knox is not a high percentage shooter. I think he's more of a volume shooter. Pretty similar in the same vein as a Tim Hardaway Jr., although he's not a guard, but he's not a high percentage shooter. He takes quite a few threes, so I think Knox really has to start getting that mid-range down. If he can nail that, get the mid-range consistent to where he's shooting it, like 50% from mid-range, his percentage will go up. The threes will come easier for him. So we'll see how that plays out for Kevin Knox, but he checks in at number 4 this week. Number 3, Deandre Ayton, 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks a game. Shot 47% from the floor, 75% from the free throw line. Another solid week for Deandre Ayton. It's a walking double-double. I mean, I don't know what more you could say from the guy. I don't think anybody really expected him to come in and average 20-plus points, but he's averaging 15 and 10 and a couple blocks a game. I think he's everything that Phoenix expected when they drafted him. Obviously, he's not a perfect player. There's things he needs to work on. He still needs to get better defensively. Offensively, he needs to get a little bit stronger. But like I said, he's a rookie, so that will come with time. But I like what I see. I'm assuming Phoenix does as well. I think they made the right choice drafting him because having that guy in the middle, you still need somebody to control the paint as well as rebound. So they do have scorers, so I think he'll be fine with Phoenix in the years to come. But this week he checks in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, Trae Young, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for the week. Shot 41% from the floor, only 26% from 3, and 88% from the line. Trae had a really solid week outside of the 3-point shooting. His field goal percentage was down a little bit. He takes a lot of threes, so that's going to bring his field goal percentage down anyway. But Yeah, he didn't have a good week shooting the three, but he did have a pretty solid week across the board. Points, rebounds, assists, gets a couple steals. So Trae Young had a really good week, but he wasn't good enough to take the top spot, which means there can only be one. Luka Doncic remains number one for the fourth week in a row, fifth week, somewhere in there. I done lost track. I'll get it right for y'all next week if he stays on top. But Luka Doncic is number one this week. Actually had a phenomenal week. Averaged 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shot 48% from the floor, 38% from three. Surprisingly, he's struggling from the free throw line. 66% from the line. Not very good at all, but he did everything else well. So Luka takes the top spot. That's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We do this every week. Thank y'all for tuning in. See you in the next video.